Welcome back to Autism at Home, brought to you by us at Early Autism Project Malaysia through our non-profit initiative, The Hope Project. My name is Joshabet Isaacs and it's so nice to see you again. And here with me today is Emma Sajida, our Autism at Home coordinator.
Hello! Welcome back to our series on Autism at Home entitled Social Skills. In the first lesson, we gave a general introduction to social skills as well as some important tips and reminders when teaching them, before moving on to reciprocal actions and then social referencing. Then we discussed teaching gestures, circle time, playstations as well as peer play. In this lesson, which is also the final lesson of this series, we will be talking about group play.
Are group play and peer play the same or are they different? Well, they're similar in the sense that they're both group setting, not one-to-one. However, peer plays typically include 2 to 3 children. Anything more would make up a group. So when would you typically see a group of children more than 3 gather and play together? Maybe birthday parties, kids' gyms, schools, as well as other celebration events like sports day or Christmas.
Let's go into more of the specifics of group plays. First, in group plays, children are typically independent without a personal school shadow and are able to follow the instructions given by one single person, the instructor. These instructions are group-based, meaning that all the other children are also addressed in the same instructions. In peer plays, there may be times when the instructions had to be given one-to-one with a child.
Starting with the prerequisite skills first, all the skills needed for your child to be successful in peer play are all needed for group play as well. In addition to that, your child will need the skills of greater flexibility. That means being able to tolerate changes. Then the ability to navigate different social situations, which essentially require the skills of negotiating, understanding social cues, gestures, and body language. Not only that, they will also need to be independent, which means that they are able to regulate themselves without the need of a shadow aid. And if they need some assistance, they should be able to use the visuals. Additionally, conversational skills, some pre-academics, and the ability to engage in various games are important. Lastly, they need the skill to be able to attend to, understand, and follow group instructions.
Now, moving on to materials. Start by having a social story, a calendar, visual schedules to communicate clear expectations. Token boards and rule cards should be utilized as well. We would recommend having one token board for each child to keep the reward system as simple and straightforward. The rest of the materials are the ones specific to the activities you prepare. For this group, considering their more advanced skill set, you may even consider using PowerPoint presentations.
When teaching this skill, here are some tips. First of all, it's very important to ensure that your child has all the prerequisite skills needed to be successfully and meaningfully engaged in group play. ABA strategies of breaking skills down, pairing learning with reinforcement, as well as providing sufficient practice. Breaking skills down can be done through the instructions given as well as the activities planned. The instructions can be broken down in different ways, with and without other prompts, visual or gestural, or their length. Some instructions may come with 4 to 5 separate points for the children to understand. In some instances, each instruction can be given with up to 2 separate points. With reinforcements, as these children would have known each other since their peer play days, it may be a good idea to consider doing group reinforcement, like a video time on the screen for everyone to watch together. If you would like to implement this, you can consider giving the children a chance to negotiate their reward together. Finally, for practices, the skills within a group play can be practiced for about 45 to 90 minutes. This group setting can be organized once to twice a week. Even in a group setting, it's important to maintain consistency in the discrete trial training. The accurate sequence to follow is SD or discriminative stimulus or instruction, response, then reinforcing stimulus. For the instructions, the children should ideally receive the SD and the SR from the main instructor, not from a shadow aid if he has to have one.
Now, let's get into it. Here's how group plays are organized and carried out. First is to communicate. When is it happening, where and who will be there, as well as the why. Use the social story and visual calendar to communicate these information to your child. Upon the arrival of the children involved, communicate the expectations again and let them have a bit of free play time to warm them up. Once all the children have arrived and have warmed up to each other a bit, start with a short circle time, as this helps everyone regroup and regulate themselves. This would be the time to show them the schedule for the day. You may also consider laying out some options for the activities they would like to do, as well as the reward they would like to work together for.
Then proceed with the activities planned. It would be good to start with one that doesn't really excite the children too much. So maybe some light physical activities. Then you could do a group game like treasure hunt or pass the puzzle. After the end of the main activity, it would be good to regroup again and debrief on the game, the skills the children had the opportunity to practice with their friends through the games. As for the tokens on the token board, the main instructor can give the children tokens in a few ways. One is within each activity, and the children get rewarded immediately after completing the activity and collecting all the tokens. Or if the children are better able to regulate, and for longer durations of time, a token can be given upon completion of the activity, and children would have to collect them all throughout the entire group play session before getting their reward. Now it's your turn. Get ready to become the main instructor for your child and his friends. Check that you have all the materials needed. Feel free to download them on our website at autismathome.co. Plan the structure of the group play and the specifics. Break down the demands and expectations, choices of rewards, schedule for the group play, communication plan to your child and the others, visuals such as schedule, token boards, rule cards, materials needed for the activities. Then just start running the group play.
Well, this brings us to the end of our series on social skills, finishing on group play. We truly hope that all the lessons in this series, from the general introduction, reciprocal actions, social referencing, gestures, circle time, playstations, peer play, as well as group play, have been helpful to you, your child, and your family.
Thank you so much for watching. Do take care and stay safe, and do share with us in the comment section below on some of the other topics that you would like us to develop.
Autism at Home is brought to you by the Hope Project, which is the non-profit arm of Early Autism Project Malaysia. All the content development, our clinical expertise, and time is completely borne by EAP Malaysia, and the production of these videos so far are funded solely through donations and fundraising.
If you found these resources helpful and would like to contribute in some way, please do pledge a donation at autismmalaysia.com/the-hope-project. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you soon.